with us with our distinguished speaker, Associate Professor, Technologist Dr. Nazlina Shahri, CIDE, who will be sharing valuable insight from her sabbatical research journey in Japan. The lecture serves as a conjunction for her program of sabbatical leave at Design Research Institute at Chiba University, Japan. She explored how Japan's elderly population continue to survive in the face of physical and societal obstacles, reflecting on the timeless philosophy of Ikigai. This session will present major findings from a design research study undertaken in Japan with an emphasis on elderly living environment, anthropometric data, and the role of silver time among elderly people. Discover how Ikigai means a reason for being is firmly embedded to the product innovation, service system, and community design that benefit Japanese adults' well-being. Without any further ado, I would like to invite Associate Professor, Technologist Dr. Nazlina Shahri, CIDE, to deliver her presentation.
Thank you, our beloved KJ. Right, Dr. Faiz is here, and then Dr. Jasmine, as well as my partner for this class, IMD 3902, Research Methodology, Dr. Nisa. Yeah? And we have here my two lovely PhD students, yeah, from China, Lucinda and Suri. Yeah. So, and on my right side is my beloved students. Yeah. So I hope this lecture will give some insight to you. Yeah, can motivate you to think better about research. Yeah, to think better about how to explore beyond what you have learned. Yeah. So I know I've already give you the task. I give them the task actually. They need to prepare a summary from what I gave today. Yeah, so that they will be more alert. And I also got some surprises. Yeah, during my lecture. So please focus. Yeah, and listen carefully. So if you are lucky, you got some special gift from me. Yeah, okay. Alright, today's talk is about Ikigai. Yeah, Ikigai, the philosophy and design concept of Japanese elderly living experience. So this is partly from what I've been through during my sabbatical for 9 months in Chiba University, Japan. So here is my two professors. One is the Vice President of Chiba University on the yellow garment, yellow shirt there, Professor Dr. Makoto Watanabe, and my supervisor is Professor Dr. Akira Harada. Okay, so those are my supervisor during my journey in Japan. So I've been studying here for the past 20 years with them in Chiba University, but during the attachment, I attached with Design Research Institute, which is in Sumida City. It is located in Tokyo, Japan. Yeah? So they have a very lovely building, very nice building, constructed and built purposely for the design students. So anybody can go there and you can spend your time with the lecturers doing the discussion. And sometimes the industry also come and visit the design space there, and they rent also that design space. So actually this design space is built for all the undergraduate, postgraduate students, yeah, and researchers as well. And it is actually the abandoned building from think it's a post office. Yeah, it's a post office in the middle of the Sumida city. Yeah, it's very big and it's 5-story level. Yeah, so the concept is open. Yeah, so you can sit anywhere that you feel convenient. Yeah, so it's very nice space. And these are all my students, my friends. Yeah, when I stayed there for 9 months. So we always had in Japan. We always have a party. Yeah, every end of the season, especially summer, winter, autumn. So we always have a gathering party together in the lab. Yeah, so. These are all my students as well as my friend. They are doing masters and PhDs program as well. Yeah, and these are my colleague also, Dr. Eggers from Brazil, and then we had a very short presentation on how to promote Chiba University to students from other countries, from Thailand. And we also have a visitor from Indonesia as well during our study. Yeah. So this is a part of my activities as well. I did a solo exhibition while I'm staying there in Japan, DRI Japan. So most of my lab friends, they helped me, yeah, to set up. So we had this exhibition in Design Research Institute. Yeah, I think. Wait. So this is basically about my natural dyes. So I teach the students, the masters and PhD students, doing the natural dyes as well. Yeah. So during the my time there, when I have I have more time with them in the lab. So I teach them how to do natural dyes as well. So this is a part of my collection that I brought from here as well as I did there. The samples of the natural dyes. Yeah. Okay. The next one. Okay. Regarding the ikigai, yeah, it is a very unique name. Yeah. This is what Japanese been practicing throughout their life. Yeah. So that's why when you go there, you feel that you belong a part of that ikigai actually, because of the culture, because of the environment that they built. Yeah, they built from the inner side of the reason for being. Yeah, so why they live there, what do they need. Yeah, so all this deeply interwoven into the product that they use and the service design that they provide. Yeah, so everything is very well planned. Yeah, so among the Japanese, they said that ikigai is something that must have in everybody. Yeah, so you have to build what you pay, what you love. You have to nurture it and value it. Yeah, all right. So in 2025, yeah, this is what happened that makes me put a lot of interest in doing this kind of research of elderly, because I've been doing this for the past 20 years to understand the situation. So we are facing in Malaysia also, we are facing the same thing, and in Japan also. I think I've been to that country in the right time, because they have a very vast issue on elderly. Yeah, because the population, as you can see here, in 2025, 13 consecutive years, they already sustained with the problem. Yeah, the population aged 75 and over 75 rose around 20 millions. Yeah, so the aging people is more than the young generations. Yeah, so the next one will be another generation coming in. Yeah, because basically in Japan nowadays most of the young generation, they don't have or they limit their the in terms of giving birth, yeah. So because of high living cost of living, yeah, so it's very expensive, and tax, everything, it's very expensive. So this is what happened. And in today's talk, I will give some overview around about the elderly in Japan, okay, the elderly scenario, the elderly journey map, and what is Ikigai, yeah. So I'm sure you will love about Ikigai, yeah. So I hope the students, when you think about creating a product, or you have an idea about creating a product, so please think about something that value, yeah, something that is valuable. It's not for the sake of like you want to generate a fast income, yeah, but you have to put everything inside it, yeah. All right. So the elderly issues in Japan. So this is what happened. If you can see from the elderly timeline, yeah, post-war 1970 is already started. Rapid growth of elderly population until 2030. They projected 1 in 3 people aged 65 or older. So this is a big issue, as well as in Malaysia. So these are all coming, yeah. So even in Malaysia also, the population of childbirth is also very low nowadays, yeah, compared to previous years. Alright, as in 2024, over 29% of Japan population is aged 65 and above, and Japan is highest percentage elderly citizens globally, average 84.5 years old. See, the average age is 85 years old, yeah. So means that they are very old. But the Japan total fertility rate is around 1.3 birth per woman due to economic pressure. So Japan is having a very crucial economic pressure, yeah. Not only other countries, but Japan also the same issues, yeah. So this Tanaka Kane from Fukuoka City. So she is been identified as the most old lady, yeah, born in 1923, yeah. So I think her age is around 112, yeah. So it's very old. So in Japan, they still have a few population which is age 100 and above, yeah. So but they are still healthy. The good thing is that their memory is still good, yeah. So they don't have any dementia or whatnot, yeah. I think because of the food, yeah, because of the food. So these are a part of what you can see in Japan, yeah. So they always walk, yeah. They walk a lot. Alright. So when I was there also, I love walking, yeah. So it's around more than 10,000 a day. Yeah, means that I always walk around 20,000 steps a day. Yeah, so it's no problem. It's no problem. So you feel more healthy. And of course, in Japan, they always do, the elderly, they always do the exercise. They love exercising. They love going outdoors, yeah, doing all outdoors activities, and also eat real food. This is what we call real food, not junk food. Okay? Real food. If you want to become healthy, eat real food. Okay? So they having their breakfast, lunch, dinner, rice. They eat rice. Yeah? Rice and veggies, a lot. See? But they are not fat because they walk a lot. Yeah? Even if they use the stick, yeah, walking stick, they still walk, yeah. They still use the public transport, yeah. In Japan, is very famous with public transport. So every day is a exercise day, yeah, to everybody, yeah. Alright, even in the care center also, they have a very nice environment to take care of the elderly. But sadly, one of my friend, when I was there doing my research, she mentioned to me that her mom aged 85, but because the elderly is rapidly grow, so most of the care center is very limited. So they have to wait for the queues. So no more space for them to be in the care center. So most of the elderly nowadays, they live alone. See? So that's why in Japan, they built so many technologies, yeah, because of this kind of issue. So apart of that, they love doing craft work, yeah, even though their age is very old, 80, 90. I met them, all of them. Most of them are already old, but they are very healthy. They still do the sports, yeah. So they love gardening, yeah. They love outdoor activities. Okay, going to this jungle is like a culture to everybody, to in Japanese society. So every time when the seasons start changing, especially during spring and summer, everybody is like rushing to go to the jungle, aiming to go to the jungle, including me. Yeah, because you can see a new environment that is different from the urban area. So everybody is like preparing to go to the jungle just to appreciate the nature. But you don't touch, you don't pluck anything. You just to appreciate, yeah. So if there's a river, they don't swim in the river. Just appreciate, yeah. Appreciate. Look at the river, hear the sound. So that is how they build their ikigai, yeah. Appreciating things. Everything you need to appreciate, yeah. Right. So they love doing this, yeah. Picnic during the sakura season, which is in spring, around end of February and March, because the sakura season is only for 2 weeks. After that, the sakura flower will drop, yeah, the cherry flower will drop, yeah. So everybody is like, all the family will start gathering and enjoying just to view the beautiful of the sakura season. Yeah, so these are the culture that always every year when I go there, 20 years ago and now it's still the same. Yeah, the culture, they always bring this kind of culture. All right, and they love festivals. Yeah, festivals. So this is the festival during summer festival, and they already train the young one to appreciate the festival, the cultural festival, to celebrate. Yeah, so they are going to the shrine to celebrate the summer season. Yeah, all right. And this is the real elderly in Japan. Yeah, so people over the age of 65 make up quarter of Japan population. Yes, it's true. Yeah, it's true. The top-heavy demographic creates huge challenges for the government and economy, and now the country is tackling the problem with innovative programs. So they have a lot of programs that been designed for the elderly. So for the young one, they know the technology is there, but now they are looking more towards the elderly. So that's why they create more technologies, more services for the elderly. So these are the population, the elderly population. As you can see here, by 2025, the number is projected to raise approximately 28 million. By 2030, Japan is expected to have over 34 million elderly people. So they have like 124 million population right now. I think around that, yeah. Okay. So that's why they are shifting their strategy towards sustainable healthcare, housing, and service innovation. So these are the issue that is coming up, and these are the strategy. So service design is very, very important in Japan right now. Okay, so the population changes. Yeah, if you can see, the over 65 is getting more and more. Yeah. 28% of the population aged 65 and older, by 40% by 2060. So in Malaysia is around 15% already. So we almost there, yeah, in Malaysia. So we cannot say that Malaysia is okay. No, it's not okay. Yeah, it's already 15%. So we are chasing, right? Okay, by the age group, the working population consists of people aged 15 to 64. Okay, the Japanese people, recently when I was there, the oldest that still work is around 85 years old. The reason why they have to work, because they need to pay the tax. Okay, to pay the tax, and it's not enough from the government. So because the population of elderly is too many, so the tax is not enough for them, because the taxpayer is lower. The taxpayer among the young generation who work from the age of 20 up to 65 or 70 is not enough to support the elderly. That's why most of the elderly you can find in Japan, they are still working. So age 60 is still young for them. So they still start working until 85. Yeah? Alright. As long as they are healthy. Yeah? Alright. The employment rate among the people 65 or older remain roughly the same at 25.2%. Alright. The employment rate for specific age group was 52 for those aged 65 to 69. See, you can see the increasing of the age, yeah, is not an issue as long as you still can work. And even in my university, in Chiba University, you can see the gardener or the one who take care of the university road, university garden, yeah, is the elderly. They are doing some volunteer work. Yeah, they do a lot of volunteer work. So they went there, rather than they sleep at home, they prefer to become a volunteer. So most of them, they do a very simple work and contribute to the university. So this is what they believe, that the contribution, what they value from the community is very, very important. So you can see for those who age 70 to 74, and 11.4% for those who are older, 75 and older. Yeah, so they are still working, right? So okay, do you know what is this? Do you know what is this? Siapa tahu? Angkat tangan. Siapa tadi sebut gacha-gacha? Okay, Nisa bagi. Okay, you come here and you collect some gift. Okay, betul, gacha-gacha. Okay, this is a Japanese culture, yeah. They call it gacha-gacha. So if you are lucky, you dapat yang paling mahal. Dalam ni ada yang paling mahal. Alright. So alright. Okay. So this is what we call gacha-gacha. It's very famous among the Japanese, right? Okay, you buka. You buka. How do you feel? How do you feel? Okay. Alright. Those are all my favorite character. Yeah? Yes. So saya banyak suka anime. Alright. Nampak saya macam ni. I love characters. Kan? So gacha-gacha is a part of my activity as well. Alright. Gacha-gacha is very. Why they create gacha-gacha? When you open it, you are so obsessed to know what is it inside. Kan? You think, right? The value of you put when you put the coin there, 100 yen, 200 yen, right? You want to get something that you like, but you get something else, right? So the excitement that makes you feel good and feel value. This is what we call ikigai. That's why through this kind of small thing, they try to connect the product with the emotion. Yeah. So this is what we call ikigai. Seronok kan dapat? Because in Malaysia it costs around 20 ringgit kan? It's so expensive. Kat sana around 4 ringgit, 5 ringgit. Kan? So saya ada coin saja.
20 ringgit for the one package.
Saya lalu je saya masukkan. Kan? So it's very interesting.
One.
Seronok. Okay, so this is gacha-gacha. Okay, what is that? Yang tengah tu apa? Tahu tak? Mofusan. Oh, I love mofusan. Okay, I collect a lot mofusan. Okay, if you are lucky nanti ada dalam tu. Siapa jawab soalan saya betul, dapat lagi Alright. So that is the gacha-gacha punya machine. Suppose I nak bawa gacha-gacha for you all, gacha-gacha machine, but saya tak sempat nak beli yang besar tu. Okay? Gacha-gacha. Alright, so why they create this thing? Why they create this thing? For you to connect with the product and feel the excitement. Yeah? Feel the joy. Yeah? When you put the money, right? Of course you want, when you start thinking, of course you want something value, right? Valuable, worth buying, right? Worth buying. So this is your expectation. When you put the money, okay, and then you see there's a lot of mofusan there, right? And you aim for the last one, the blue mofusan. But at the end you got the other mofusan, right? So they want to create the excitement, the joy when you want to have something, right? So this is a part of what we call ikigai, right? So ikigai, alright. So ikigai is a Japanese word from iki, that is life, and gai is also known as value or worth or benefit of having it. Yeah. Alright. Ikigai most closely translated as a person's meaning in life and reason for living. So this is what they always practice. Yeah. Michiko Kumano 2017 had said that ikigai is a state of well-being that arises from devotion to activities of enjoys, which also bring a sense of fulfillment. Yeah, pleasure. Yeah, when you have something, you feel so pleasure about that product that you love, right? Ikigai is the intersection of passion, talent, and potential to benefit others. Okay, it's not for yourself also, but also for others to share. Okay, the happiness. Right. So these are the map of ikigai. Yeah. So ikigai got 4 elements. What you love, what the world need, what you paid for, and what you good at. So these are the concept and philosophy of ikigai. Yeah. So these are the practice that been embedded in all the Japanese product, yeah, or Japanese service design. Yeah. Even if you go to the toilet, if you go to the train station, yeah, so you can feel the pleasure, the value of it. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So, what is this?
Origami.
You cepat. Okay. Come. Origami. Alright. Okay, origami. Okay. Okay, yang pandai.
Kena lock in lah Tasha.
We call it pivot art.
Alright. Buka.
Pivot art.
You can open. Then you got a. Wow, you got the. Yang paling saya sayang. You dapat. Oh, untung you.
Wait, wow.
Wah, tanya your friend.
So lucky.
Apa tu?
Tolong tunjuk kat
So
kami.
lucky.
It's rare tau, susah nak dapat tu. Okay? If you're very lucky, you'll dapat. Okay? Alright. Okay, this is origami. Why they create origami? It's also the same. Yeah. When the process of folding. Yeah. So you create your ikigai. That's why you become more focused. You become more patient about doing something. Yeah. So that's why Japanese culture, they love folding papers. Yeah. So rather than like, it's not because of the beauty, but for the inner practice that you train your memory and your emotion, yeah, to be more patient and more calculative about folding. Yeah, there's a lot of techniques of folding. All right. Okay, in Ikigai, it is divided into hedonic well-being, eudaimonic well-being, so that these two can fulfill the life and the happy moments. So this is what we call Ikigai. So they use a lot of this hedonic. Yeah, hedonic is something that happy, that create short-term pleasure. Okay, for examples, you go to the concert, right? During that concert, you feel happy, right? You feel so excited about the concert, and you go shopping. After you come back from shopping, you think, why I waste my money? Right? Oh, alright. So, but in Ikigai, it has to be those two combinations. Eudaimonic well-being is also important where it can sustain the feeling. Yeah, means that if you learn, yeah, the way I always give a lecture, yeah, to you, yeah, to my students. This is a part of eudaimonic. Yeah, eudaimonic well-being means that is your personal growth, your knowledge, yeah, is a long-term feeling, yeah, a long-term feeling where you can memorize later on. When you meet me, you okay, Dr. Nas is the one who is so garang, okay, so kedekut markah, everything calculated, very calculative, right? See, so the pleasure, the feeling, everything is there, yeah. So in a Japanese context, so hedonic and eudaimonic is very, very important to create a combination of good ikigai, right? Okay, what is this? Okay. Suka je. Saya tak ada banyak tau ini. Okay, okay, you all boleh buka, right? Seronok buka. Okay.
Waffle
Bukan. Itu those are all my collection. Saya bagilah banyak sangat dah saya.
Oh my god.
Banyak sangat. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sushi is sushi making. Yeah. Sushi making. It's not because of
Minum, I never tried sushi.
the taste. Yeah. But the sushi making is also a part of ikigai. Yeah. So Japanese way of thinking is different. It's very, very calculative, very, very detailed. Yeah. So they try to blend this ikigai that they have in many ways. In food presentation, in the way they talk, yeah, the service that they provide to others to share, yeah. So these are all the things that that they put in their product design, yeah. Right. Okay, what is this?
semua tak tahu.
No,
Ikebana, yeah. Okay, boleh. Ikebana.
what's ikebana?
Ikebana, yeah, it's a flower, Japanese flower arrangement. Ikebana. So this is also ikigai. Yeah, they have they put a lot of calculation inside this ikigai, not because of the beauty of the flower, but the arrangement means a lot. Yeah, means a lot. How to value it in the calculation is like north, east, west. Yeah, so they have this kind of value when you want to design. Is not you put everything in one vase. That's it. Like us, this is what we practice, right? When we have a big, huge vase, we didn't decorate. We just put it there. Okay, this is nice. No, not for the Japanese. They always think first. What is the aesthetic value to represent the flower or the leaves? Yeah. In the many ways, yeah, in many ways, right? And also the environment that they put, right? Okay. All right. So Japanese ikigai is a Japanese secret, long and happy life. So this is what they practice. They want to stay active. What I show you just now, they want to stay active, and then take it slow. Don't feel your stomach too many foods, right? Sebab tu you tengok orang Jepun kurus kan? Okay, berhenti sebelum kenyang. You stop before your tummy get full, right? Right. Surround yourself with good friends. Okay, be more positive. Alright, get in shape. That's why the Japanese love exercising. They love outdoor activities compared to going for a shopping. You can see in Japan, the elderly can climb up the Fuji mountain faster than the young one. Okay? Alright. And you can see a lot of the
I bet I can
elderly going
lift
up
heavy stuff than the elder one.
the hills.
I can
Yeah,
lift
they
heavy
love
stuff
hiking,
than the elder one.
right? So the hiking gears is like so many. They are well prepared. Yeah. Okay. Smile. Yeah. Smile always. Alright. Smile like me. Okay. Alright. Reconnect with nature. Okay. Give thanks. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. See, the donation also is very, very important. Yeah, to show the politeness, the pleasure of people receiving your thanks. Yeah, jangan kata, terima kasih. No, right? Yeah. So they have this bow because to respect people. Yeah, right. That is how they respect people, and the young one also respect them. Right. Live in the moment. You know. This is everybody will die, yeah. So enjoy and spend as much as possible doing a good thing, yeah. Right. Follow your ikigai means that something that is pleasure, yeah, pleasure to you, something that is benefit to you. So you follow your ikigai, yeah. Don't create a bad ikigai. Always, every day, come with a good ikigai. Right? Alright, so I really enjoy with them going to this Kiro no Hi. Okay? Kiro no Hi. Kiro no Hi is a day where they have a holiday. It's a respect day for the elderly in September. Every September we have a holiday. Just to respect the elderly. So during that holiday, it's not for you to go for a shopping, but for you to join together with the elderly with all the activities, outdoor activities. Yeah, they have sports. They have like Matsuri. Matsuri is a festival. Yeah, so they really enjoy with the elderly. So like me, during that time we gather all Malaysian students as well as Malaysian who live in Japan. So we represent Malaysia to do some performance to the elderly. So these are all the activities that we join. Yeah, right. Okay. Respect for the Age Day. So every September. Yeah. So they have a holiday. I hope Malaysia also. Okay, so it's very positive vibes because you encourage the young one to appreciate more to the elderly. Yeah, the elderly. Alright, so what is the name of the festival? Kira. Siapa yang jawab dulu?
Saya.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Yippee. Bismillah. Ketatnya.
Okay.
Tolong buka.
So siapa tak tahu buka tu memang tak main lah Okay, alright. Okay, so we go to the elderly user experience needs, yeah. So these are the customer experience, yeah. So that's why I learned a lot about cancer engineering because it's a part of the ikigai, yeah. Right. In Japanese product, yeah, basically they use a lot of this ikigai, whereby they understand the customer emotional responses, which is called kansei, yeah, kansei engineering, yeah. So they understand about the physical and psychological in depth, yeah. It's not in the surface, but in depth. They understand what are the elements that need to be embedded in certain product. Yeah? So as you can see here, the development of research aimed at enhancing the spiral processes of the Kansei value creation. So the Ikigai Kansei and Kansei is very, very important when you build this product, where you analyze a lot about human psychological and physiological aspect in the process of doing your or exploring your design. Yeah. Okay, saya pun nak letaklah gambar saya kan. During spring, okay. So during spring, this one is near to Fuji area. So for the Chinese, what is this? Kanji. What does it mean? Body, yeah. For the Japanese, we call it karada no size. Karada. For the Chinese, called kia. Kia. Okay. So it's different, right? I can read this one, but I cannot tell it in Chinese. I can say in Japanese. Karada no size. Size wa size. So in Japanese, they also have a English, but in a katakana, size. Okay, karada no size, yeah, size is a sizing, yeah. Alright, so I did collect a lot of, do a lot of anthropometrics Japanese data just to compare with the Malaysians, yeah. Alright, so what I can find that the men's and women's average, you can see here, they are so thin, right? The average is around 65 kg for the men. But for the woman is around 53 kg. See, they are so slim and slender and healthy. The reason why I conclude that the Japanese, they have this kind of service program whereby the elderly that go to the hospitals, yeah, they thoroughly been monitored by the doctors. Okay, if they already put a line where you cannot exceed up to 80 kgs. So if that lady or man come to the hospital and do the medical checkup, yeah, and if they identify that this lady or this man is obese, they will advise. They have a special advisor, which is a dietitian, to advise them and monitor them to make sure their body mass index is in the right position of what they already planned. Okay, so these are the services that they give to the elderly to make sure that the Japanese are always healthy. Yeah, right. So this is not for one person, yeah, to everybody, the whole Japan, yeah, the whole Japanese population. Even in school, yeah, for the small children also, it's the same. They have to make sure the growth. They already calculate the growth and what type of food that the school must serve to the students at school. Yeah, it's the same with workers. Yeah, if you work in the factory, yeah, they have they call it food space or canteen. Yeah, so where you have a proper food to take, yeah, to eat. Yeah, you cannot simply go outside and buy fast food or whatever. So they really take care of you, right? Okay, so in Shinchibaya is the area that I live. They have this kind of Shinchiba Ishirincho. It's an elderly space, yeah, elderly space for the community. So they have like a daily, half day, as well as some elderly live here as well, yeah. So I did a lot of my activities with the elderly. Basically, they are all aged 79, and one of them is around 90. But they have a very good memory. And I went there to the community center to meet them because they want to meet me and ask me to teach them. Yeah, they want to understand about Malaysia. They want to learn English. Yeah, at that age. Yeah, and in this community center, every area or every district they have a community center. This community center act as a location where the elderly can gather and they can request what kind of education or what kind of long life learning that they need. So some part of the room, they have music class, they have like cooking class, so they request. And the center will identify, especially the center, the care center will identify all the experts in the university to help. So we go there volunteering on the volunteering basis. So we don't charge anything, but they still insist want to pay. Yeah, so they collect the money and then they still want to pay. Actually, we don't ask for any money because we volunteer. So most of the university students will go there and contribute, share their knowledge, do the gardening, yeah, with the elderly. I think this is a good practice that we can bring to here, yeah, rather than we are so isolate ourselves as an academician. We didn't know what is going on around us, yeah, our community around us, yeah. Okay. So the lady down there, yeah, the short hair, yeah, age 90, but still healthy, yeah, age 90. The rest is around 79, 80, 85. You can see they are very, very positive, right? Some of them already have experience coming to Malaysia, some of them are not, so they want to know more, right? Sometimes we teach them Bahasa Melayu, sometimes we teach them English, and then of course we have to communicate them with Japanese language, yeah. Right. So these are the preparation that been designed for the elderly. Yeah. So not only you can see the family mart, the youngsters like to go, right? Orang muda je yang suka pergi family mart, right? But in Japan, it's designed for the elderly. So they have these services whereby they can send, they call it senior friendly services. So they send the food to the elderly who live alone. So the elderly can call or give a message. They want to order something, so the family mart workers will send to the house. Yeah, so they have this kind of service. They produce a lot of different services, so that the elderly can, most of the elderly, because they live alone, so they want them to be more convenient. Yeah, so without taking a lot of risk when they are outside. And of course, the product of fall prevention. So this is what I'm studying right now, fall prevention. So they have various type of technology for the stockings, for the shoes, everything. Yeah, dealing with the fall prevention. Right. So they also design a small car like this. Right, the N-box mini car, Honda N-box mini car. There's a lot everywhere. Most of the in Japan, they like box car, right? Because of the space. It's very small and limited. Yeah. So also they have this smart cane. Yeah, smart cane with GPS. You can use Bluetooth, so you can know where you are going, right? Okay, so I want to show a little bit about my research later on. The elderly service design. So whatever that Japan do right now is basically they are focusing on service design. Yeah, what is the best not only for the young one but for the elderly. Right. So these are the criteria. Japan universal design criteria in designing. They use a lot of somatic measures for peace of mind, comfortable posture. So these are easy to carry design, auditory, voice guidance, visual measures. So these are all the elements that been concerned when you start doing the universal design. Yeah. Right. So these are the real thing. Yeah. This elderly every day pass by through my dormitory, the where I live for 9 months. And this elderly, she don't want anybody to help her, even though she is like very old and crouched, body, the whole body like that, and she is still walking like 2 or 3 kilometers every day, pushing that trolley and to go to the shop. See? So this is because she said this is a part of my exercise. I live alone, she said, this is a part of my exercise. Right? So I was like so touched to help, but she don't want. Right? Okay, so these are a part of a common product that being used by the elderly in Japan. So it's very famous. So if you can see that, you can push and then you can put your things, yeah, when you go for shopping. Yeah? It's very expensive, right? You can calculate 12,800 yen for one. It's around 500. Yeah, it's very expensive. Okay, so this is very common, you see? It's very common, right? It's very common among the elderly. Okay, but they still push themselves to exercise every day. So these are the advanced care solution by Panasonic. In front of my university, there's a Panasonic. They call it Panasonic Living Center, where they have all types of devices and equipment for the elderly. And one of it is the Advanced Care Solution by Panasonic to help the elderly to lift their body, yeah, right? So this one already been produced for nursing care and a part of the lifestyle for the elderly. Yeah. So Paro is a therapeutic robots. Yeah, because most of the elderly in Japan, if they have only one child, yeah. So after the child grow up and then they move to urban city, so the parents usually live alone. So that's why in Japan, if you go, you can see a lot of robots that can entertain you as well as the elderly. Actually, the robots being designed because of this situation. They live alone. Yeah, they live alone. So one of the robots is called Paro, therapeutic robots. Okay, it's very very fluffy. It's skin-like, so that it is so comfy to the elderly, so they don't feel scared when they look at Paro. Okay, so it's targeted for Alzheimer. Yeah, so this one is called emotional robotics. So the emotional robotics, it can cuddle. You can cuddle it, and it can understand your emotion. Yeah, alright. So these robots, previously the first robots that been designed is the Aibo, the small Aibo. Then they create more. The first Aibo is very very robotic, two robots, right? But now they give an emotional input to all the robots, so that it's much more become more friendly. Yeah. Right. So, kawaii desu ne.
You can meet a robot at various locations in Japan. There are several facilities operated by the manufacturer. At the Robot Museum near Tokyo Station, you can learn all about the robot, interact with it, and experience a simulation of what life would be like with a robot. Robot Cafe is a commercial facility connected to JR Kawasaki Station, a midway point between Tokyo and Yokohama. You can interact with a robot of your choice while enjoying a meal or drink. Of the Takashimaya department stores, the Shinjuku, Yokohama, Osaka, and Nagoya locations have a permanent corner where visitors can interact with the units. Pop-up stores are also open from time to time. The exhibition at the department store Kobe Hankyu, which runs until January 2024, has one of the largest units and accessory selections ever. There is also a place for owners to bring their robots. Why not visit one of these locations and meet a robot for yourself?
Interesting, right? Okay. So this is also a part of the product. It's a self-cleaning toilet. Yeah. So when you sit down and you do your things, and it will automatic when you lift up, and it will self-cleaning. Right? So this already in a public toilet. Yeah, public toilet. It's everywhere. Alright, daily health data measurement, yeah. So they have all these kind of devices to help to monitor the health of the elderly, and they have all these facilities and the system that they design So these are the Panasonic walking training that I showed in the previous slides. Yeah. So these are the system that they design. So basically, in the laboratory, in the university, we did a lot on this kind of data analysis. Yeah. Alright. Usually we will invite the elderly to volunteer become as our samples. Yeah. Right. So this is another technology. I think I'm not so sure. In Malaysia, we have also by the usually if you go to X6, yeah, X6 sport shoes, they have this kind of devices to measure your size of your feet. Yeah. They will take the anthropometric data of your feet. Yeah. Right. So these devices, they already put everywhere in the shopping mall just to measure your foot, yeah, the right foot and the right size for your shoes, yeah. Alright. So one of it is called Kaiho. So Kaiho is indoor shoes for the elderly because usually the Japanese will use different shoes inside and outside, yeah. So they like to change even at schools also, right? And these are the Kime shoe horn. Yeah, it's much more longer and aesthetic. See, they put the aesthetic values of it, and it's much more slimmer so that you don't have to bend to wear your shoes. Yeah. Right. The e-foot and Futo or Futo. This one been designed for elderly who has a muscle problem. If you want to lift up, so this devices helps to help you to move, yeah, because it's very elastic, so you can walk with this the support of this e-Futo. And this is not new to Japan. So usually for the public transport, the people who in charge with the transportation, yeah, either it's a bus or a train, they will spend time to entertain the people with a wheelchair. They will put this slide so that it's easy for the elderly to go into the train or to go into the bus. So it's very normal practice. And they are so patient, and they can still smile, helping the needs, yeah, those who are in needs, yeah. So there's no problem, yeah. Alright. So service design in Japan is heavily influenced by the concept of omotenashi. Yeah, omotenashi means providing thoughtful, anticipatory, and selfless service. Yeah, user-centric and co-creation, holistic approach, minimalism, and harmony. So these are the service design that been embedded. Yeah. So as you can see here, this is the kaseki mill. Kaseki mill. Why it has been designed in such a way, been arranged in such a way? Because of the services that relate to the ikigai. Yeah? When you buy something that is expensive, yeah, of course you want the return back to be something that is good, pleasure to your eyes, very aesthetic. Nowadays, when you look at kaseki mill, everybody is like, wait, you don't eat. I want to take picture first. Am I right? Yeah. Everybody is so excited because of this intricacy that they put, the effort that the chef put onto each meal. So this is what we get every time you purchase a product or a meal in Japan. Why is it very expensive? Then you know why. Yeah? So it's very intricate, very delicate, because they want you to appreciate their food first before you start eating. And they make sure the food is fresh. Okay? The food is fresh. So this one is Chanoyo. Chanoyo. What is Chanoyo?
Tea ceremony.
Siapa dia buat tadi?
Saya. Isha.
Oh, you tak boleh dapat dah. Okay, it's a tea ceremony. Yeah, tea ceremony. Tea ceremony, and it must be on a tatami. Tatami. Tatami is the mat. That is a traditional way. Yeah, traditional way Chanoyo. So, and it has a lot of the do and the don'ts when you start with the Japanese tea ceremony. Yeah, it's not like you just ambil kocok. No, the one that you had your matcha, right? Nowadays everybody is like looking for matcha drinks, matcha cakes, right? But the process of making this tea ceremony is different. It has rules, yeah. It has rules. The way you lift the bowl also have a meaning, yeah. So that's why when you eat sushi or something that is with the bowl, you have to remember you not to dip the chopstick inside the bowl. That is wrong. You have to put it like that when you finish eating, yeah? Because there's a culture or behavior when you eat to respect the food, yeah. Not to. I can see a lot of people like to dip the chopstick inside the bowl when finish, right? So it's not a proper way, yeah, of eating, yeah. So you have to learn, yeah, this kind of culture. Right. Alright. So omotenashi, yeah, hospitality. So these are all the kind of services that they give, yeah, to emphasize human-centered approaches to service design. So hospitality is very, very important. That's why you look at how they serve the food to you. Yeah, if you go there, it's different, totally different what we have right here. Yeah, because a different culture. But when you go to Japan, you feel more appreciated. Yeah, the value of it. Yeah, and then you are willing to wait a long time for that because of all this kind of omotenashi. Alright. So focus on community. So in Japanese service design, they always focus on community-based center. Yeah, community-based care, age-friendly communities, human-to-human interaction, cultural context, that means respect for elders, and technology solutions. Of course, they have all these service robots and telemedicine. Yeah, so these are all the things that been designed and been practiced in Japan right now. Okay, so the key aspect of service design is user-centered approach, holistic perspective, that is ikigai, cultural sensitivity, and continuous improvement. So these are the key aspects that been designed for service design. Okay. So you can see there is a nursing robots, yeah. It's already in the market, yeah. Nursing robot is, most of the care center they have these robots, the bear robots. So the bear robots can carry you. Best kan? Okay, this is very interesting. What is this?
Robot.
It's a robot cafe. In Japan, they have a robot cafe where the workers is all robots. Yeah, so you can order your menu through the robots, and the robot can interact with you. Okay, the story behind these robots is very interesting. Okay, if you go to Shibuya in Tokyo, right? So there's a robot cafe whereby it is being managed by the disabled people, but they are not there. Only the voice. Means that they create a robot. Okay, the Panasonic company create a robot, but the workers is disabled. One of the workers is he don't have a hand and leg. He just lie down at home. But when we order the menu, or we ask question to the robots can interact directly because he is working online from the home, but this robot represent him. So this cafe is giving an income to the person who interact voice with the customer. See, it's very, very interesting. So the reason why they don't want the healthy people to laugh at the disabled elderly or disabled people. See? So they hide behind the robots. So only the robots is there working. But the workers is behind the screen. They are not there. Some of them are at home. See? So the cafe is open quite a short time. Not until I think around 4 or 5 hours only. But it's very interesting because when you talk to the robot can speak like we are human. You see? It's very, very interesting. So of course here in the public transport, if you go to the train station, all user friendly already. Yeah. So this is a part of, you can see here kan, dekat Malaysia pun ada, right?
Yeah.
So but you don't know the name, right? We call it Tenji block. So this one was designed by our lab since 1999. I was there, I was studying there, and we designed this with the Chiba University. So the Tenji block. So the Tenji block, it has the indicators. So this one meaning you have to stop. The line one, you got line and the dots, right? So it indicates to the blind people you can walk and there's a stop. If it's if they put it all the round shape, is stop. So it has a meaning. So this one has been designed long time ago during my study. So we call it Tenji block, right? So now it has been used worldwide. Yeah, right. Okay. What is this? Agak apa? This is a part of service design juga. Okay, this is a part of service design where they put all these classes with different of what do you call? Power, right? 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. In the bank. If you go to the bank, the elderly forgot to bring their spectacles so they can use. And you put it back. If in Malaysia, it's already gone. Lupa lah, masuk kan? In Japan, it will be there. You put 3, usually they will put these 3 only, and it will be there. Okay, so these are a kind of simple service design that we provided in all the banks, yeah, for the elderly. Right? Okay, right. So a toilet. So they have a very large interface design, right? Indicator, okay, women's and why they make it so large. Kan? Kalau dekat Malaysia semua kan, large for the elderly, yeah, for the elderly. So if they cannot see properly, so they know, okay. So this is all the minor things that being designed or being targeted, yeah, to when they start designing something that can contribute back to the user, alright? Okay, even you can see it's very convenient. You have the elevator and you have the escalator. just beside, you can choose. The reason why they, even though it's not that high, right? The elevator, and then you have the lift there. You have the lift there beside, just beside, because to give the convenience for the elderly as well as the person who carry a huge luggage. Yeah? So it's easy for you to access to one floor to another floor. Because in Japan, they have like 4 or 5 floor of train station. Yeah, so they have all this just beside. Right? It's very, very convenient. And this one is recently very cute, right? Very cute. Recently, they just opened Maid Cafe, which is the maid must be 65 or older. You see, they want to give, to entertain and give the joy to the
I
elderly
think they
to
should
work.
only open for one day.
And this cafe also open only a few hours,
Yeah,
not like 8 or 12 hours, no. It's just like, and then every week is around 3 days, 3 days in a week, yeah, 3 days in a week, yeah. So they are all elderly, which at the age of 65 and above. Right, this one recently opened in Guma Prefecture. So these are part of service design activities or service design that we provided, so that the elderly can communicate to avoid dementia, lupa, penyakit lupa, right? So they must communicate, right? Okay. So these are a part, and this cafe, they only serve not a very how to say a very tedious cooking. No, it's like a bento style. Okay, it's a bento style, so you can have a chat with the elderly. The elderly can tell a story about themselves, you know. So this is a part of how to engage the elderly and the young people who is working around that area. Okay, it's very interesting. Yeah. Okay, so the Ikigai concept in design process. So I identify that in design process is very important when you start embedding the Ikigai. Yeah, so it will fulfill the needs of the you yourself as well as the user. Yeah. So this is a part of collaborative research C system that I managed to engage with. Design for You, yeah, Design for You at Design Research Center, Chiba University. So Design for You, basically we are looking into universal design, where we identify single you and multiple you. Means that not only for yourself, but also similar needs, yeah, to a similar needs. That means the other consumer. Alright. So in C system, we identified that these are the pillars that we are targeting. Yeah, safety, operation, understanding features of body, economy, environment, communication, learning, and affinity and fascination. So these are the pillars: basic needs, social needs, as well as comprehensive needs. So these are the pillars that we are looking into when start designing. Okay. So the C system basically are related to the mind level, body level, and article level. Yeah. So these are the level that being designed for the C system, and these are the method of realizing design for you, where product category, user attribution, body ability, and behavioral specification. Okay. So from basic needs to social needs and comprehensive needs, and the viewpoint of broad range user. Okay. So we call it Design for You. So this I show you a little bit of how we do the attributes. We identify lots of attributes on the bodily ability, and we scrutinize the most important keywords that can represent the bodily ability, and also product category also, alright. So we find various categories: personal use, family use, working use, social use. So these are through the discussion and focus group discussion, yeah, right. So these are the things that we are working with. And behavioral specification, okay. So this is not from one brain, yeah. So it's more towards is basically these activities is in a group, yeah. So that we can gather more attributes based on the categories, okay. So we design software or digital so that devices, so that easy for the user to gather and give information, yeah. So these are the product that we designed, that is called Kururin. Kururin, yeah. Kururin is study about the door, yeah. A very simple thing is about the door, right? When opening the door, right, how do you feel, right? That door and our room door or toilet door has a different weight, yeah. So of course the behavior when you start opening the door, it can indicate sometimes when you lock the door, then only you know somebody inside, right? But if you didn't forgot to lock the door, anybody can open the door, right? Okay, so these are the issue that we targeted, yeah, right. Look at this, okay. From this evaluation that we do from the attributes, we came out with a design where the door, where the part of the board of the knob can be rotated. Why it has to be rotated? So it will be rotated like that, see? So it's easy for you, agile, for you to move your wrist, yeah, as well as an indicator. Okay, look at this. Indicator for the elderly. When you are in the toilet or in the public toilet, right? So you always open the door like that, right? So you use a lot of energy, right? So what we design is rotated because it's much more easy for them to move or to pull the doorknobs, yeah. And this is what happened. See, it is an indicator that somebody already inside because the handle is not outside, it's inside. So means that is a part of indicator that somebody already used the toilet. It's inside, somebody inside the toilet, right? As simple as that. See, if the handle is outside, means that the toilet is free, nobody. Yeah, right. Okay, simple. Right. So, so this is where we try to look into a simple thing, but it benefit to others. Yeah. So this is what we call extending for you. Yeah, where mind, body, and article level is interrelated. Yeah. Okay. Right, it's focusing on the operation safety features of the body. Yeah, so easy to operate is easy for to operate for the elderly, right? Okay, so in summary, this is what I managed to capture, that the ikigai, emotion, user needs, and product is all related together, yeah. To came up with a good product, even though it's very simple, if you have a good philosophy, a good concept, a good service attributes or service elements, so it will fulfill the elements of good product, yeah, good product design. Okay, so a successful elderly product is not just about safe and ergonomics, but also it has to be joyful, yeah, and fulfill the whole needs, yeah. Alright, so with that, arigatou gozaimasu.
Sama-sama.
Actually, I got a few questions for my students. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Is there any questions that you would like to ask?
Sama-sama.
Any questions? Ada yang yes.
Ayah baik. Baik. Ayah baik. Ada soalan.
Just wondering about the guide for the information. So, we sometimes know that this is quite related to the identity of philosophy of the existence of being. So, and also in the Eastern side, we have this concept in philosophy of existence. So, which is guide more related to this one? Just like compromise these two philosophies or
Okay, good questions. Okay, regarding the ikigai, I think for the Japanese, of course they have their beliefs, and we as Islam, we have our beliefs as well. Even the Western also, based on the experience, based on the chronology of our ancestors, But for the Japanese, they try to create ikigai. It's not specifically for them, but actually it's a kind of telling you the philosophy that of this ikigai can be practiced in many ways based on your beliefs, so it can be embedded based on your beliefs, I think like us in Islamic way, when I look at ikigai, we do have, but in a very Islamic context, when we talk about Islamic context, it's different, we put the hadith, the Quran as our pillars, so for the Japanese, they have their Shinto, their beliefs, so they don't pray 5 times a day, but this is the way they believe. There's the spiritual touch. Whenever they design something, it has to be related to what the body needs, what the emotion needs, what the physical and psychological needs. So this is why I think ikigai is not only meant to be in a certain culture. It can be open to everybody. Depends on how we believe it and how we want to arrange those, because those are only the narratives and the thing that we try to put as a tangible mind map, so that this is what ikigai. I think if you study about the ikigai, it's much more in depth. Alright. Okay, saya nak tanya my students. Alright. So, what is the name of the cute robots?
There you go.
Robot. Okay. Suka dia orang. Suka dia orang. Okay.
Jangan risau, ada banyak.
Okay. Tell me
ringgit.
one of the elements in Tiga.
Wow, 5.
Oh, very cheap.
What you say?
So what's the 20 ringgit?
Correct.
What's the 20 ringgit?
I'm not sure.
Finish? I can pause.